Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm finally going to be doing a bit of a haul, things that I've accumulated, I want to say the past 2 weeks, and I've been waiting for 2 packages in the mail. Finally got it yesterday and I have the time to film, so that's what I'm going to be doing. If you're interested in what I picked up, not too many big items, but definitely enough to warrant a haul. I hope you decide to stay tuned. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to start off with something that I was sent. This is from Alter Ego. I received it in PR. This is the Sakura palette. I can't tell you whether this is a palette that is being duped. What I can tell you is that within this video and the past video, I did use this palette, and I must say it's quite impressive, especially for a palette that has these kind of pastel type of colors. They usually don't last on me, at least the ones that I've picked up before, but this one did a really good job with the last look that I did. I really enjoy it. Who do I think I am trying to put my hair down? All right, so I'm going to move on to these 3 items. These are gifts from my brother when he had gone to vacation in Singapore with my sister-in-law and my nephew. So they video called me at Sephora. I initially wanted to get a Hydro Grip primer, but they didn't have milk in that Sephora, so I ended up going with Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Eyes to Mesmerize Walk of No Shame, and I've been wanting this shade. I think it's going to be a lot more suitable for my skin tone. Let's do a little bit of a swatch here. I mean, even just against my skin tone, I think that's really going to work as an all-over shade, one and done type of look, and I tend to enjoy those. It seems like it's rather trendy nowadays, just having 1 or 2 shades on the lids and then a bit of mascara. I know these little pods are very expensive, so I'm very grateful. However, they ended up also picking up this Real Techniques brush for me. This is the 245, and what's interesting is that in my Ulta order, I actually picked up more Real Technique brushes. I wonder if they were like reading my mind. I still have my old Real Technique brushes from like 10 years ago, and they're still really good. So I have an extra brush that I can use, but also surprisingly, they also picked up a Laura Mercier translucent setting powder for me. I did not ask for these items, so these are just bonuses. I'm really thankful. We all know what this looks like, right? I like loose setting powder because it's a much stronger hold for me in terms of my base makeup. My issue has always been that it kind of like poofs up everywhere, and then my sinuses gets all wonky, so that's why I've been holding off. But this is what I would choose to use if I were to go out for an event or like a wedding, so it's good to have in my collection. You know what, let me just start getting rid of all of these packaging. This one item, I can laugh, but you try not to laugh. I got this from Macy's. I know, weird, why would I get a NYX butter gloss from Macy's? But I had purchased some clothes for my nephew and I just chucked it in the cart. So this is the butter gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. It's kind of like a milky pink color. I have the shade Madeline on my lips right now. This is a really comfortable formula, and I only have 2 other lip glosses, so I figured since I'm running low on my Madeline, then maybe I should just pick one up and have a butter gloss in my collection. This plastic needs to come off. Okay, let's get to these brow pencils. So I have 1 ABH Brow Wiz left in my replenishable stash in my closet, so it was time to make sure that I had backups on backups. That's the way I prefer to do it, and the reason is I take advantage of the kits that are available with the Brow Wiz, so I always get the Brow Wiz with something else. This happens to be the one with the tinted brow wax. What is it called? Oh, Dip Brow Gel, and I got this in the shade medium brown. I have 3 of them all together. However, when I was going to purchase my bigger items on Beautylish, I saw that they had this kit as well. So it has the Brow Wiz as well as the brow pen. What is it called? Yeah, brow pen. And this is in the shade dark brown, so I'm going to have to use a lighter hand with the Brow Wiz, but the brow pen is what I like to use on my brows. I might have mentioned it in other videos, but I've tried 2 or 3 other brands for brow pens, and I don't like any of them except the ABH one. So I wanted to replenish it because mine is getting dry already. And so I have 4 Brow Wizzes, 3 brow gels, and 1 brow pen. I know they're replenishables, but these make me happy knowing that I have my go-to items. Like if I'm gonna go out, the first thing I will do is put my brows on. Even if that's the only thing I do, this is number 1. I know it's probably a really boring haul, but a lot of this happened after I did a huge, massive declutter in my collection. I'm talking a bunch of eyeshadows, a bunch of lip products. I filled up a medium-sized gift bag full of makeup. So these are things that after I was done doing the decluttering, I said, okay, what do I actually need in my collection? So brow products definitely need. Next up, we have the Duo Lash Glue. I have it in the dark shade as well as the clear. Here's why this happened. I'm gonna get it. So I thought it would be a smart idea to get this 2-in-1 Duo Glue thing. Don't purchase it. It sucks. Both sides. The brush sucks. It doesn't have that same dry time as the other products do, like the full-size one. So I'm going to throw this away. I'm going to put these in my collection after this video. Next up, we have the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is a very popular item, and I had thought that the Jelly Pop primer from e.l.f. was going to be what this was going to be. And so when I saw this came out, I was kind of like, oh, I wonder if it's like the same product, because I really do like this. It has a nice grip on my skin. It reminds me of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This one is a bit more sticky in my opinion. My foundation adheres to it very, very well. But I hear that this one is the one to go with. And so I figured I'm just gonna pick it up while I'm on the Ulta website. And these 2 are currently my only primers in my collection, so not too bad. So I have my NYX eyeliner on. It is my favorite liquid liner. I've used it for many years after the NYC had stopped production. However, I figure, you know, sometimes black is a little too in your face. So I got the same eyeliner just in the brown shade. It says it's waterproof. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an extreme version of a human when it comes to sweating and being oily. But yeah, I just got the brown version just for a less harsh look. And let me just put that straight into my collection. I told you this is a simple haul. My 2 big items I'm saving for the end because those were ones that really got me excited. But these were just more like, I need to replenish these things. However, one thing that caught my eye on Ulta was this GrandeLASH mechanism. So I have very straight lashes. I don't have the most fullest lashes. I don't have the longest lashes, but I can live with those, not having those things. The one thing that really upsets me is that they are stick straight. And so even when I curl them, if I'm not gonna use a waterproof mascara, it's no use. There's no use in curling it. It's just gonna fall. So I figured, why not try and get a heated lash curler? I do have lash curlers, but they don't last. So we're gonna see. I have used GrandeLASH. I think that's the one that I use for the brow serum, and it really helped my lashes. So I'm hoping this is gonna work too, but it comes with a USB charger. I'm gonna have to read the instructions. I didn't look into it, but it's the only heated lash curler I saw on Ulta. So how do I do this? This looks fancy. I'm guessing you just go like this. That's what it looks like. If I can get my lashes to curl, then I will be satisfied with using mascara on its own. But these stick straight lashes, they don't do nothing, even with mascara. So I picked up 3 mascaras because I don't have any. I'm going to have to chuck away my Essence one. I've had that for so long, it needs to be thrown away. And then I only have my Voluminous waterproof. That's not good. So I picked up a few more. This is the Essence Lash Like a Boss Instant Lift and Curl. That's what I'm looking for. So I figured, let's try it out. Then I have the, what's this brand? L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I like the Voluminous line, so this is going to be hopefully promising. 93%, little asterisk there. Saw instant volume and length. I hope so. Then we have the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. Is this the one that got the hype, or was it that one? I don't remember. Maybe it's neither. But I like the one on this one, so I figured we're going to try that first. I think I'm going to start off with the Essence one just because it's the one that's out of the, like, it doesn't have a packaging. I'm making a whole bunch of noise here. But I'm gonna put this in my collection and this will be the one that I use. Hopefully I like it. Okay, so here is the Real Techniques set of brushes that I ended up picking up. This is the Face Base Set, 4 multi-use base brushes to stipple, blend, and buff. I love these types of brushes for foundation, so that is the plan. I know that one is probably for contour, but I'm going to use it for foundation. And then this is going to be used as a bronzer, cream bronzer brush. I almost said blush. And then I'll probably use that for concealer, maybe even use it for contouring. Don't sleep on Real Technique brushes. They're really good. So now I have a set of 5 new brushes. Does anyone else get excited about brushes? I probably get more excited about brushes than I would over like a lipstick. Tools are probably my second favorite category of makeup. First is blush, and then it's like my brushes. I love brushes. Okay, so we have the 2 bigger items, more expensive items, and this all happened, little backstory. So Pat McGrath came out with the newest Mothership palette, and I was going back and forth on whether or not I was going to purchase it. They had this bundle where you could purchase the last 2 Motherships that had come out, and I had it in my cart, but I had this feeling of, I don't know why I'm really trying to purchase this. I don't really want it because it reminds me so much of like the Divine Rose collection. I feel like since that palette came out, it's been pink, purple neutrals. And for such an expensive palette, I want something different. I think that every palette should be different. Just like when Pat McGrath first started, I'd say 1 through 8 or 1 through 9, every single palette looked different. So I ended up deciding not to purchase it. But then I had seen a video where someone had shown the leaked image of the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. That got my heart excited. So I went on Beautylish and I ended up picking up the I Need a Nude palette. It's here. It came really fast. But this is what it looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen this online already. I've seen many videos like 5 looks, 1 palette, 3 looks in the palette. If you would like a similar video, let me know. I have fun doing those. But there's some really good stuff out there already. Some looks that I've already saved and I want to try on myself. But this palette is really exciting. Look at it. It is a little bit more cool tone than what I have in my collection. I have a lot of warm and neutrals, but this isn't exactly like a full-on cool tone palette. I feel it's more neutral than anything, which I'm really happy I purchased this. I think God was like, just wait, Annabelle, be patient, because the one that you actually want is coming out. But since I did pick up the Natasha Denona, another palette that I've wanted for the longest, never bit the bullet, is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. And since I was picking up the I Need a Nude, might as well pick up the Glam palette. I had a bit of money saved up, and so I figured I really wanted this palette. If I had money to just splurge and spend on makeup, then this was going to be my next purchase anyways. But I finally have it in my hands. Again, this is another one that, yeah, it is cool tone, but it's also warm. It's not entirely cool tone, which is why I like it. I'm not much of a cool tone gal, but if I can mix warms and cool tone or neutrals and cool tone, then I can definitely get on board. And again, looking at my palette, I don't have a lot of these cool tone colors, so it does have a place. It's not that redundant. I'm sure there are a couple of shades that are pretty redundant in there in my collection. However, it still gets me pretty excited and enthusiastic about using it. And that is it. It's not a lot, like it's a lot of stuff that I needed to replenish, but it's also enough to where I'm getting excited about makeup again. And it's not about purchasing things in bulk, it's about purchasing things that I want. And these are just, I don't know. Oh my God, I completely missed one item. It's been staring at me in my face this whole time. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I had seen someone use this in their video, and I was like, I know I use my magic tips and tricks. It comes with a pamphlet? No kidding. I do have this and I do like it, but if I could just have something that's a little bit easier to use, or maybe just something that I can, change up, because this can get pretty boring. So we'll see how it looks. Ooh, it's goopy. This is going straight into the collection. And now I am done. If you are interested in these products, I will try my best to list every single thing in the description box down below for you. Did I say I will list it? I will list and I will link it as well in case you're interested. Just remember that if they are links, they're more than likely magic links. So I do make a small commission every time you decide to make a purchase. On my face, if I remember, which I probably will because I'm creating a little stash of products here, but if I remember, I will list and link the products on my face as well if you're interested in checking them out. And I think that is it. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Until the next one, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.